I'm Meinke, Michigan football beat reporter for Annenberg.com, and I'm here today to preview the Wolverines' matchup this week against Purdue. Now, this game is of paramount importance for the Wolverines for the simple fact that it's the easiest game remaining on their schedule. After this game, they hit the road for games against Iowa and Illinois, then they're back home against Nebraska and Ohio State. That'll be a very difficult stretch for them to navigate as they close the season, so this game is very important for Michigan to establish some momentum going forward, and to also stem the damage that was created 2 weekends ago in their last game against Michigan State. They're trying to avoid that kind of late season collapse that's plagued them the past 2 seasons. Players have talked all week about how this season's different, this team is different, their confidence is different, their talent is different, and this is when they have to start to show it. This is a must-win game against a resurgent Boilermakers team that's played much better in 3 weeks, so it can make things very difficult for Michigan. And for them to win this game, I think the Wolverines have to win the rushing battle on both sides of the ball. On offense, Michigan struggled against Michigan State to get their tailbacks going, and Brady Hoke has lamented that fact all week, saying he has to get about 20 to 25 carries from his tailback position. They only got 10 against Michigan State and only got 40 yards. There's just nothing created. It put a lot of pressure on Denard Robinson because he had little help in the backfield, and he felt he had to make plays in the passing game and in the running game, and that obviously didn't happen. And it was a big problem for Michigan. So it'll start there, I think, in this game for the Wolverines on offense. On defense, Michigan has showed in recent weeks to show a real weakness for stopping the outside run. And Brady Hoke's talked a little bit about that this week, and I've written about it a little this week, but I think that'll be a real key in this game. Purdue runs a similar type offense to what Northwestern runs. It's not exactly the same, but they're similar in that they'll try to stretch out defenses, the quarterback will do a little bit of running, and they use the run to set up the pass. And I think that's what Purdue will do in this game. And Michigan really struggled in the first half against Northwestern, stopping those outside runs. Then they went to a bigger lineup, a true 4-3 with Jake Ryan at linebacker. So that's something I would expect to see from Michigan in this game, because that seemed to work well in the second half of that game. Purdue, they have a stable of 3 or 4 running backs that will run for them primarily, much like what Michigan State had. And the quarterback, Caleb Turbush, he'll do a little bit of running as well. And there's also some wildcat formations with Justin Siller at quarterback. He's normally a wide receiver. I think Northwestern will use all these things to try to stretch out that Michigan defense, because Michigan has shown in recent weeks to have a real weakness stopping those types of plays. For Annenberg.com, I'm Meinke.